Hey guys, welcome back to another Mech Spotlight. Today we're taking a look at an archer hero from yet another stupid hero mod. This is the Legolas hero for the archer. Obviously, the name comes from Lord of the Rings, based on the elven archer. So, kind of makes sense. This is going to be a long-range, indirect fire build, essentially. So we stacked it with missiles. I did make a lot of changes here from what the stock build for the hero mech is. Obviously optimizing, and then it's changing the weapon loadout just a little bit. Let's go over the quirks real quick. So you get the archer durability quirk. Oh, and by the way, the paint job, it didn't really have its own custom hero. None of the stupid hero mechs have their own custom paint jobs that I've seen yet. So I just went with the standard one and kind of, it was a nice metallic one. I'm not sure which mod these are actually coming from, but there's a bunch of newer ones I noticed recently that have been added in here. They're in guards. You got this one's just straight gold. Free Worlds guards. So anyways, that was kind of cool. We got some new paint schemes in here. Brigade of guards. Basically all the guards ones, it looks like. Dragon Rider. Anyways. So that's where the paint comes from. I just went with a green and gold and kind of a whitish or light gray color for the paint scheme. Anyways, archer durability. You get some bonuses to durability for the archer. Battle Fist, this is melee stuff. Command Mech gives you sensor bonuses. Stable gives you mobility bonuses again. Ubiquitous is economy stuff, just makes it a little bit cheaper to maintain. LRM platform, this is giving you lock-on timer bonuses as well as bonuses to LRMs, Thunderbolt missiles, and ATMs. I did try doing this build at first with ATMs instead of LRMs, because in the past I've really enjoyed using the ATMs. They weren't playing correctly, and I haven't gone to look up and see if this is a known bug or something. I seem to remember hearing or reading something about it at some point in the past, but I don't remember where I read that or what it specifically it was. The ATMs, the missiles seem to target the ground a lot, that near the target mech, rather than actually hit the target mech. I would say as much as like half the mechs that I was targeting, it just wouldn't hit the mech. It was hitting the ground. So I didn't find the ATMs to be useful there. I'm hoping that gets fixed because I normally do really enjoy using ATMs. But anyway, so we went with the LRM build here with Artemis missiles. So you do get to take advantage of all those bonuses there. But that's why I didn't go with like a MRM build or anything like that. I wanted to use these bonuses, so it was either going to be LRMs, Thunderbolts, or ATMs. I didn't want to use Thunderbolts, even though I do want to do a Thunderbolt build for this mech. We were getting a lot of bonuses to spread reduction, reducing the weapon spread of our missiles, and so I wanted to take full advantage of that. Obviously, the Thunderbolt missiles would not take advantage of that at all. So I ended up going with the LRMs here. You will notice occasionally the LRMs, I noticed it once in a while, they were also targeting the ground when I was trying to target certain mechs. But it seemed like a temporary thing. I think if I just switched targets, targeted somebody else for a little bit, and then came back to that target, it targeted them just fine. I'm not sure what the deal is with all that, but the LRMs seem to work most of the time, the way that they should, which was nice. Then you get your Legolas quirk here. This gives you some bonuses to top speed, chance to completely avoid incoming fire, missile spread radius like I was talking about, 25% reduction is pretty good. Missile cooldown, again, 25% reduction, and missile damage is increased by 10%. So lots of really good bonuses for missiles there, obviously. And then you get your hero endurance quirk there for the archer. So, let's go into the build here. Well, first of all, for the missiles, I basically tried to use... I'm not using the 20s because they're the heaviest. So I outfitted as much as I could. We went with 15 on each shoulder, 10 on each side torso, and then 10 on each arm. To top it off, I did go with 2 ER small lasers. I think there were just 2 small lasers with the original build, so I upgraded them to ER small lasers, clan versions. those are just nice to have for backup or to deal a little bit of extra damage when you need to. The laser AMS, because I'm usually at long range, missiles are one of the few weapons I actually have to worry about. So I decided to go with an AMS on here to help out with that. It's not a super effective AMS, but it is a laser AMS, so I don't have to worry about ammo. So yeah, basically that's the gist of the build here. The rest of it is just to support that, right? So we got sniper sensors, you got advanced missile FCS, some heat support there for the what is it, life support systems, and then Slick Suite in the cockpit. We did add an Exchanger Mark II to help with the heat some more. That's pretty standard on all my mechs if they're going to be builds where I need to worry about heat, which is most of them. So that's standard. And then we have Clan Endo Structure, Royal Double Heatsink Kit as usual. I went with the stabilized ultralight gyro to gain a little bit extra weight back here because it was a struggle fitting everything on here weight-wise. The Archer is not a huge mech. You only got 70 tons to play with. So trying to utilize that as best I can. Along those same lines, going with the Clan XL engine. And then a 225 engine core to push this guy as close to that 60 kph as I could. It is a missile platform, so you don't really need speed. It's a long-range missile platform. So I wasn't too worried about keeping the speed up. But as I've said in videos in the past, I try to keep at least 60 kph. When you're doing like beachhead missions or any mission that has artillery and you're trying to outrun artillery, 60 kph is about the lowest I like to be. You can still outrun them at less than that, but I like to try and stay right around that 60 kph as a minimum. So we stayed close to it. 57 kph isn't terrible there. What else do we have? Active Probe. Went with the Clan Active Probe there. It's a missile build. The probe comes in handy. All the rest of it's pretty much cooling and ammo. So it does need a lot of ammo. We got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double bins of ammo, Artemis ammo. I did go with the Artemis LRMs. I wanted to, like I said, I was reducing that spread radius as much as possible on the missiles. So the Artemis obviously helps a lot with that. Lots of double heatsink kits, or double heat sinks. And then, oh yeah, on the arms, I went with compact actuators as well to gain some crit space back. As you can see, I ended up with only one space left empty, so I did need those in order to fit everything here. I think I used those to fit an extra either heat sinks or ammo on the arms, basically. That's how that went. So, it's a fun build. With the revamped weapons quirk, I will mention these LRMs with the Artemis work different from the standard LRMs. The standard LRMs, you have two fire modes. You have the indirect fire mode, which is just your normal LRM fire mode. And then the alternative fire mode on the normal LRMs is the, what is it called? Dead fire or hot load or something like that. Anyways, it fires straight at the enemy when you're closer. It's got more of a spread on it, I think, but does more damage. But it's just not as much of an indirect fire. With the Artemis LRMs, you're getting your normal firing mode, which with the Artemis is a stream. Basically, well, let's just put it this way. You get two fire modes. One is stream, one is cluster. So you have one that's like normal LRMs where all the missiles fire at once and they all cluster together. And then you have the other fire mode, which is the normal one, if I remember right, is stream, right? And so all the missiles are in a stream. I use that one almost all the time. I prefer the stream missiles, although I did play around with the cluster missiles a little bit too when I was testing out this build, and it worked really well. I thought that was also pretty good. I don't think I used it at all in the gameplay that we're going to watch. But it is good. So if you like the cluster mode, you have the option to switch to the cluster or the stream with the Artemis, which was cool. I didn't know that was going to be different from the standard LRMs with the revamped weapons mod. Obviously, we maxed all the armor here. You're only a 70-ton mech, so you're going to want some survivability if you're going into max level missions like I am. I believe that pretty much covers it. It's a standard LRM platform. You know, a missile boat. Just keep your distance so you're not getting hit too much by the enemies, and fire off missiles constantly. The heat will build up a little bit, but it's pretty good. The cooling is pretty decent here. You're at 3.5 out of a 5.5 essentially. So you're well over half your heat with cooling. So it cools pretty good. I think I did get hot a couple times maybe, but it really wasn't an issue. So that's nice. You could probably drop a heatsink for some more ammo if you're using this kind of a build in longer mission types, maybe attack and defense, and stuff like that, where you're going to want a lot more ammo. But otherwise, I think it performed pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of the playstyle with missile boats, LRM platforms in particular. The long range indirect fire playstyle, it's not really my preferred playstyle, but this was a fun one to play. It definitely is effective, and if you put this with as a support mech on your lance with an AI pilot, I think it would do quite well. They seem to do pretty good with the missile platforms. Um, in the gameplay, I went ahead and just outfitted my lance. I took this and then 3 longbows, all the same build on the longbows. Just some I don't know. It seemed like a good support mech for this hero archer. I didn't want to outfit the whole lance with hero archers, so I took the hero and then just used some standard longbows for the other pilots. But as a whole, it's really a strong support lance, as you'll see. So I think that pretty much covers it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It seemed like the last one that we did, the mech spotlight, was pretty big hit. Had quite a few views, actually, more than I thought there would be, so that was cool. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you have any suggestions for the build or whatever, I always like reading the comments on these. So with that said, we'll get to the gameplay. Enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility.